I would love to get my hands on those. So, you know what we should do, though? I think we should play a game.
Okay, let's play a game.
Yes. So we're going to play Claim to Fame.
Great.
Let's go.
Don't you know who I am? Remember my name. Klain! Brainworm takes forever. You're gonna like my post most. I feel engagement forever. Broken brain takes with no shame. Klain! Hot takes up to 11. Saving Joe Biden from blame. Klain! It's gonna live forever. Ronnie, remember my name. Remember.
It's just so this song just puts me in such a mood.
It's a great song.
I think it's our best one for the game.
It's so good.
So for new listeners to the variety program here, what I'm going to do as judge and jury is read 4 statements, and Holmes and Smug have to guess which of these tweets was not retweeted by Ron Klain.
That's right. So
because the man, he retweets a lot of stuff, a lot of trash.
Oh, it's a trash bin.
As we covered here earlier on this episode, when he endorsed the idea that inflation is a high-class problem.
That's right.
That itself was an RT.
From his official chief of staff handle, yeah. I would add. You know, this isn't like a burner account. It's not his personal account. This is the White House chief of staff RTing this garbage.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. All right.
Okay.
So we all have 4 tweets. 3 he retweeted, 1 he did not. Me and Holmes will guess which one he didn't.
Smug just recited the rules perfectly.
Look at that.
Gosh, that's big.
You get all fired up with the China talk, and look what comes out.
That's right.
I'm ready to roll.
You guys ready to go?
Okay. Tweet number 1. And this is from our pal, Jennifer Rubin.
Ooh.
Oh, this is always tough. She's a little bit of a mind. Okay, go ahead.
Biden's approval rating is in the mid-40s, parentheses, roughly Obama's average. Frankly, in such a polarized era, with one side intent on disapproving of the president and the other just as intent as approving, it is extremely difficult for any president to keep greater than 50%. Statement number 2. This is from David Rothkopf. Politicians and the inside the Beltway media want to make it about something else, about intrigue and winners and losers in some political game. But if the Biden plans go through, you and your family and your neighbors are the winners. If they don't, you lose. This is so good.
Pass it or else.
I love how he... I'll get back to that. That's just so pretty. That's perfect.
It's well done.
Statement number 3. This is a quote. He's done one heck of a job, Biden says, of John Porcari, his ports envoy, assigned to ease backlogs at U.S. ports.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Statement number 4. This is a quote tweet. The original tweet is from this guy, Brian Kloss. If Fox News treated everything like the vaccine, quote, a Kentucky man has died in a car accident. He was wearing his seatbelt, which raises questions about their effectiveness and whether the federal government has curtailed freedom too much. Patriots will resist seatbelt tyranny. And then Max Boot quote tweets that and says, don't give them ideas.
These are some amazing picks.
That is so awesome.
What I love about that one, I just got to do it. I'm breaking judge and jury here for a second to say what is incredible about that is like the analogy doesn't hold up.
No.
Like if somebody doesn't wear a seatbelt in their car and you're wearing a seatbelt, it doesn't affect if you live or die. If you get the vaccine, act like you're immune.
Yeah,
the analogy doesn't work for their side.
it does for them though.
It's just
They're the ones that
incredible.
stay in their basement with double masks on.
Incredible.
I love this game so much because all 4 of those were straight up Looney Tune.
Totally
like they were
nuts.
all just out of their gourd.
It's
I've
great.
got okay. Hold on, I've got to turn around while you make your choice.
This is going to be very interesting.
Okay.
Okay, I've locked it in.
All right, so I've got.
Now for our new listeners, this is where the open form of debate goes because Smug has given me his answer and Holmes doesn't know what Smug has picked.
So number 2 to me is an inherent critique of the media, which has been a hobby horse of this administration.
Yep.
Again, they skin their knee and they go to the Mayo Clinic.
Totally,
Yeah,
totally.
You know, basically saying that because you don't know what's in this piece of garbage, you don't
That's
like it.
that's your fault, media, not me.
Right.
As the chief of staff for the White House.
So that's clearly an RT. In my
Okay.
So I also want to discuss number 2 because it's really brilliant what's going on here. I think it was definitely retweeted because it basically says, "Hey guys, don't pay attention to details. If Biden agenda passes, you win. Otherwise, you lose." Like, don't listen to the facts about this, folks. Here's it is.
Quiet.
Journalists will try to say all this confusing stuff. Biden pass, you win. Just caveman it out.
That's good.
So I think you take that one out, you got 3 real contenders.
Okay.
Let me start with number 4, the Max Boot intrigue. I know he's had a real interest in Boot tweets lately.
Well, I gave you both a Jen Rubin take
Yes.
and a Boot take in here.
The meta game is so intense in here
Yeah.
because, like, for listeners, for so long, Jen Rubin was like the golden child for Ron Klain, was just endlessly getting retweets, almost automatic.
Yeah.
And then he switched to Boot, and I guess now he's gone back to kind of like neutral-ish. So, oof.
I don't know. But my take is that the Fox News, because Klain is an MSNBC enthusiast at heart.
Yeah.
And that's where his mind resides, in this deep in the trespasses of that godforsaken hellhole that everybody calls MSNBC. I think that's a perfect MSNBC tweet. I call RT on that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think for the same reason.
So then it comes down to me to 1 and 3. And I'll tell you what tipped the scales for me. Number 3, the line "heck of a job." For anyone who has been in politics as long as Ron Klain has, you know that "heck of a job" is entirely associated
Yes.
with President Bush and Katrina.
Yes.
And the guy he had on the ground who he said was doing a heck of a job while people were drowning.
It's like the PR 101 of what not to do.
Yeah, right. But you almost have to have been around during that stage to know exactly what it is, right? And you would, in my view, can we get a reread of it? Just
Sure. Quote, "He's done one heck of a job," Biden says of John Porcari, his ports envoy, assigned to easing backlogs at U.S. ports.
yeah. So he's a chief of staff.
Uh-huh.
So you would see him defending his people. If he retweeted anything that said he's doing a heck of a job in the middle of a crisis, this
Right.
guy's the dumbest human being on the face of the planet. You just can't. It is an immediate one-to-one connection
Right.
that, like, anybody who's been involved in government would know you have to steer clear of.
So,
Okay.
so here's my take on that. I think you bring up a very fascinating point. And I personally do believe Klain could be the dumbest human on earth. And further, I think Duncan is doing that, like, mind trick Rubin thing again from a few episodes back, where he
It could very
I mean,
well be.
the guy is great at the mind games in the game. So I went. Number 1 didn't get a retweet because it's Rubin, just off faith
All right,
that
well,
Duncan is screwing with us.
Let me give my take before we announce.
Okay.
The reason I felt like he may have gone with Rubin on this is because of that slip-in Obama thing,
Okay.
right? If you can get a read on that.
Yeah. Biden's approval rating is in the mid-40s. Parentheses. Roughly Obama's average. Frankly, in such a polarized era, with one side intent on disapproving of the president and the other just as intent as improving, It is extremely difficult for any president to keep more than 50%. There's a lot of what I tried to do in this game. There's a lot of stuff in these tweets that cuts against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not things you would typically be proud to RT.
No.
But 3 of these things got RT.
3 of these things got no. All of it, they're all negative, right? They're all defensive, negative things.
Right.
So, but here's the thing. He may very well be the dumbest person, but he's also a bureaucrat. I'm going to say he didn't RT 3. I'm going to say he did RT Jennifer Rubin because of the Obama reference.
Okay. He RT'd 1, which was Smug's pick.
Ooh, wow.
And he RT'd 3.
No!
Yes!
Wow.
No!
He RT'd.
Don't tell me he
both
didn't
of those.
retweet the second.
He didn't RT Max Boot the 4th.
Okay, so there was mind game. He did the mind game
game.
trickery.
He did.
I
But
did
it was
it.
the Max Boot trickery.
But just for our listeners again, because I know I read a lot of stuff here, Ron Klain RT'd the "he's done a heck of a job" tweet. Ron Klain RT'd the "Biden's approval is in the 40s" tweet.
It's amazing because like he's not only confirmed dumbest person on earth, he now we get the intrigue of, oh, so Max Boot might be on the way.
He's
back
on the outs.
Back with Jen Rubin.
He's on the outs, back with Rubin. Heck of a job,
Stunning.
Brownie.
I love this game so much.
Oh, it's the greatest game. Let's get the tunes.
Don't you know who I am? Remember my name. Klain. Brainworm takes forever. You're gonna like my post most. I feel engagement forever. Broken brain takes with no shame. Klain. Hot takes up to 11. Saving Joe Biden from blame. Klain. It's gonna live forever. Ronnie, remember my name. Remember, 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 remember.
Oh, guys, that was fun. I had a good time curating
That's
this.
one of the better claim to fame games we played.
Outstanding.